Hello guys, today I am going to talk about one of the most recent news of stock market that has led to the downfall of our stock market, that is Adani stocks. Adani stocks versus the Hindenburg report. So let us talk about what has actually happened. So in the recent report, the Hindenburg claimed that the Adani ji is doing stock manipulation plus accounting fraud. So what do you mean by stock manipulation? The stock manipulation is generally known as short selling, like you buy low and then sell high. After that, when you will sell high, the quantity will be so large that the stock will lead to the downfall, and that was happening in the Adani stock. As we were seeing around in 2.5 years, it has given such a phenomenal return. That is, I think they do not have that much kind of potential in their business that they were claiming. Like their P ratios was around 500. Adani Enterprises I am talking about. So the 500 P is very expensive. Some of the most big brands have this kind of P, like only Tesla has, I think. And we know that 500 P is not justified by any way for Adani Enterprises, but it was there. Something was happening in Adani stock. I don't know what was exactly happening, because we cannot justify by any means that it should have an P ratio, price to earning ratio of 500, because P is defined as if you have a one gold coin of rupees 1 but you are selling it at a rupees of 500 to your customers, then the P ratio will be the of 500. Do you understand it? Like how much expensive a thing is defined by the P ratio. Okay, so let's talk about what has happened exactly after the Hindenburg report. The Adani lost his wealth around 4 lakh crore. ROC ratio of Adani ji is 20.43, return on 43%, return on capital employed. Like you are putting 100 rupees in your business and getting 120 as a return, then your ROC will be 20%. Okay, and then return on equity is 15.39%. like in 1 year, how much return Adani ji was giving to its investor on one share? That is, if you have a one share of rupees 100 and you are getting 15 rupees on it, then your ROC will be of 15%. The most dangerous thing in the Adani stock is their debt. Their debt to equity ratio is 0.81%. That is a huge amount of money that can lead to the downfall of so many big banks, because the loan amount is so much high. That had led also to the fall of SBI and different kind of big banks of our country that has lended to the Adani. Third is, they have pledged their equities. This is the most important point for the investors of the Adani stocks. Why? Because if they have pledged their shares to the banks, then they will try to recover their money. When they will try to recover their money, they will sell all the stocks, and this will lead to a domino effect. Every other bank will start selling it, and this will lead to a crazy downfall in the stock of Adani, because he had lended around 5 to 6% of his stocks to the banks as a collateral to his bank loan. So this is also a very bad thing. My friend also told me to buy Adani stocks because he was giving phenomenal return, but I denied. Why? Because I knew no one can justify a P ratio of 500 for Adani company. I think because 500 P is justified, then if your business is going to double in every 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, like this kind of business potential you should have to get a P ratio of 500 rupees, because you are getting 500 times the value of your real company. So I cannot justify a P ratio, and every other person in a stock market is running around the returns, but they are not seeing the fundamental that can lead to a, like, the third most dangerous thing that was happening in that company is he was pouring money from the outside companies like FIIs. You know, there are some foreign companies which will invest in Indian stock market, and it is a major factor in downfall or it will lead to downfall of the stock market, or whether our stock market will go up. So this is also important factor, like they were pumping the monies from the companies, such some companies based on in Mauritius. As we know that the Hindenburg also claimed that they were doing stock manipulation. What is stock manipulation? Like they were pumping the money from the outside source without knowing their investors to increase or decrease the price of the stocks. That's why they were short selling. When they short sell, they will they will get some margin between it, and that will be their profit. So this is also a really dangerous thing for the customers. I am really sad with the measure that was taken by the Adani ji, because at the end of the time the loser will be a common man and the retail investors. So from the next time it will be a very uh, it should be your first priority to check the fundamentals of the company, whether the company's accounts are clean, whether the company is its promoter are good enough to take care of their of their investors. So these are the main thing you should first consider while investing in the company, because at the end of the day the promoter is going to be your money maker, because if he has a thinking to grow his business, then it will lead to phenomenal return in stock market. Like some of the companies like HUL, ITC, they are just phenomenal. HDFC Bank, these are good companies, and these are also available at a fair price, I think, because you see their ROC is around a lie between 15-30%. That is same of Adani ji, and their ROE is also around 20-30%. That is phenomenal for a company. These are the safest bet in the stock market. But if you want to go and take some risk, identify the companies which are not small cap and had a lot of potential. Not penny stocks I am talking about. I am talking about that are small cap, their market cap is low, but these are somehow not highlighted by the media houses or the YouTubers. I think that this is the correct way. And what is happening around the Adani ji stocks, I think this is not good for the retail investor, because at the end of the day Adani ji will maintain his business, but some people will stuck in the stocks. Like some person buy at 3500 rupees and now it is around 2200. Tomorrow maybe it will fall again by 15%, 20%. Then the person who has bought it at 3500 rupees, I think it will be his biggest loss. And one more thing, they were going to get FPO, like offering, follow on public offering, refers to as when a listed companies leaves some share of its company to the stock market, in the stock market with some low valuations, like Adani 100 to 3300 price band of Adani Enterprises. This is going to have a huge impact on his company, I think. So we should consider it, and always remember while investing in stock market, please remember the fundamental is most important and the promoter of the company is most important. At the end of the day, he is going to decide, are you going to earn or burn your money in stock market. Thank you.